So
I finally got my pencil.
on the last day, we are feeling like crap.
Total, utter crap. I mean, I feel like the stuff is still inside a cow's ass. That's how crappy I feel right now.
We had
Way too much to drink. And
Way
I'm
too
not
much.
looking at alcohol again for another 6 months.
so until Wave Gothic trip and
Here you go, have a pretzel. It's actually pretty tasty. So,
this is our last day in Europe.
yes.
We'll be heading back to Morocco.
Very soon. We still have about 10 hours of traveling.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. So I think by the time we get home, it'll be like, what, 9 o'clock at night?
Oh no, we should be arriving around 3 in the afternoon.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yippee!
Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day. Let's see. We saw a band last night that was absolutely amazing.
Which one?
Cyber area,
No, Sonic area.
Sonic area. That was so good. I still have to rip that CD off you. 'Cause,
He was drinking absinthe on stage.
yeah. The after party was interesting.
It reminded me of going to an anime con.
Treasure Europe music.
Yeah, uber fast, and happy songs, and glowy bracelets, and cardboard boxes.
I have a hard time walking out from that place.
Yeah.
I had a hard time walking out of that place.
Gary has been emotionally constipated for a while. Well, last night he had a case of emotional diarrhea.
I did.
It's emotional.
I never had problem saying goodbye. That was a hard one. So
We spent most of our weekend with Patrick.
yeah.
Patrick is pretty much the rationale that we don't need. Oh, you can't decide on which CD to get? You should get both. Oh, you have no idea what this is? You should order it.
Let me help you to choose. What's a good point of item A? What's a good point of item B? So they have.
This is hard. You should get both.
yeah.
Taking that man's clothes shopping is dangerous too.
I think we talked about this in a video before.
Probably.
But me and Amy and Patrick went back to the same store 3 times.
Or
4 times. We went to Dark Ages twice. And yeah, we left quite a bit of. Oh, there was a funny story. Was we bought something. We bought a bunch of Cyberdog stuff at the trash store.
Wait, so first trip to Trackers. We buy a bunch of Cyberdog. You know, or we find a bunch, and a bulk of it was half off. Now that I think about it, it makes me wish I had bought those red and black pants that they had on the sale. Then we went to walk around. Patrick wanted to visit a Lego store, and we have a video of Patrick being a little 4-year-old in a Lego store.
Yep.
And then we walked around to Dark Ages.
We went to Orion. Orion. the sex shop.
Bitte, alle Passagiere gebucht auf Austrian Airlines Flug 202 nach Graz werden nun zum Ausgang A96 in die Unterabflugshalle gebeten.
Oh, you may not like this. It has pulp in it. Plop in it.
I will not like it.
I don't know. Do you like it?
When we walked by the Lego store, we didn't realize we would find a sex shop in this busy part of town.
It was just right in the middle of the town.
They're very friendly people, very professional looking inside. Apparently, sex is a serious business, and where were we at again? Essen.
Essen.
Or shall we go to Dark Ages? See Dark Ages and walk around, and then
Patrick
gets pissed off at us for taking him to another clothing store. We leave to go back to Trash House because they didn't have the boots that I wanted. They didn't have the size that I needed, so we went back to Trash House. After Trash House.
Oh.
For a second time.
I was thirsty, and I took iced tea, and I just put it on the cart, and then.
No, we're not at that point yet.
Oh, we're not.
We found a pair of Cyberdog, a pair of New Rocks.
Yeah. Yep.
That fit. And while we were waiting, we get a tea. And we're like, oh, you're spending more money? Don't worry about the damn tea. So then we go to, so then we wander off. Okay, we're leaving for sure now. We go back to get
Patrick.
Patrick looks at us, he goes, you were just in time. Because I'm going to fucking punch you both in the face. And I'm like, why? He's like, we spent way too much money here.
He bought a new rock.
He bought pairs of New Rocks. He bought another pair of pants, and he was wearing Cyberdog the whole day.
Yeah.
Then we go back to Trash House. And on our way back the first time, that's where we found that little store, Outcast.
Yeah.
I got my eyeball purse. But on our way back to Trash House, we go back and we look around for
The ladies in there, they're like, you back again?
You guys are back. They almost got angry with us. And we spent money every single time we were there. We were just looking around. I guess Patrick wanted to get something else.
We got a Cyberdog guard. So the one.
Arm warmers. No, we got the guard necklace.
Okay.
The first time.
Okay. I am getting a little bit confused.
Shield necklace.
Yep.
It's the signature necklace that Cyberdog carries that I've searched on eBay for. I've looked on auction sites. I'm even on the Cyberdog buy, sell, and trade site, and they scalp the crap out of that necklace. Everybody wants one. And I think the last time we went in was, did we go only 3 times?
Yeah.
Was it 3? I thought we went 4. I'm confusing Outcast with Trash House. But yeah, 3 times. And they said, you guys should take a pillow. So put a pillow down here, sofas, maybe pitch a tent. And I was like, yeah, let me just give you my credit card.
And then.
Sure you don't want to spend any more money?
And when we left, Patrick turns to like, see you in the morning.
It's like, this is stupid. The more we stay in the store, the more stuff we're gonna buy. And he wasn't kidding. I originally had a pair of pants, a shirt,
Two shirts.
Yeah,
The black one
two
and the blue
shirts.
one.
2 shirts and a shield necklace. Was that all for me?
Yeah, and I got a pair of pants.
He got a pair of Cyberdog pants. Oh no, the
Oh, and then a
fuzzy jacket.
fuzzy jacket.
Fuzzy jacket. I love so much.
It's really nice.
And Gary got a pair of pants, and that's all you got was pants?
Yeah, I only got pants from that place.
So the second time we went back, we got New Rocks. The third time we went
There's this guy here. It's really awesome. I tried it on. It was pretty amazing.
the third time we went back, two arm warmers. I didn't know they had them. I saw them here hanging up.
And that's when Patrick's like, we need to leave. The more we stay here, the more.
She should have just showed me that one pair. I'm like, oh, this is nice. One pair I think I can handle. But she showed me two.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is terrible because now I have a color scheme that I'm still building on, which is yellow and blue. And now I have another scheme that I have to build up, which is black and white. Oh, how terrible. So now we're waiting. We're never going shopping like that again. And Gary has learned a very valuable lesson, haven't we, Gary? Your suitcase can never be too big. Write that down. I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah, it was. Oh my god! I got to check in my luggage, and the woman want to put it down to. I have 25.1 kilograms, and she wanted me to take out like a kilo or two.
Less than 23 kilos.
Yeah.
Because if we couldn't, €75.
Yeah.
Ship it all the way back to United States.
Yeah. So I'm wearing about 4 jackets right now.
We're all wearing about 4 jackets right now. But we made it through. We're down to 22. Somehow my suitcase was packed to the brim.
Oh, this morning when we got a cab, it was the same driver.
We have a driver. He's a crazy driver.
He is insane. I thought I'm gonna die.
That's what part of me was like, if I close my eyes, I might not wake up. So I'm gonna kind of close one eye and pay attention to what he's doing. He gave us a ride to the Oberhausen Hauptbahnhof.
Before.
So the Oberhausen train station.
Main train
Main
station.
station. He's like, oh, I could take you wherever you want. Fortunately, we didn't want to spend money at the time. But he was very nice. He told us actually a few very important things, informative things about Oberhausen and parts of Dusseldorf. And we got him this morning to take us to the Oberhausen Hauptbahnhof, but he was like, don't worry about it.
How cut your deal?
€40 to
Düsseldorf.
Dusseldorf.
Yeah.
And literally, when we hit 40, he stopped, and we were still on the road for another 15 minutes. That's like, we could have racked up a €65 trip, but he stopped it, and he was very, very nice. So hopefully, we will see him again in the future.
Yep.
We have his number.
Yeah, we have his number. He was driving insane though. I was like, oh
I'm so
my.
glad I'm too tired to care right now. But he spoke really good English too. This is a really good talk.
So what do you think about Germany? So
When's my next flight back?
when is Wave Gothic Triffen? When is Wave Gothic Triffen?
May. Here's my problem. Wave Gothic Triffen will have like 10 times the amount of crap that we have seen, because one, it's in the middle of a city, so we'll get to see sights. 2, it's the largest Gothic industrial pagan festival in the world.
In
So
the world.
imagine in the world. So if you think about it, how many people will come dressed awesome? I mean, we've seen video of people on stilts dressed up as crazy shit. Third, if it's the largest in the world, imagine how big that dealer room is gonna be. and Cyberdog over here. I am more than positive. Because Cyberdog is all across Europe. So there's plenty of places where we can acquire Cyberdog merch.
We met, well, I met people from Netherlands, from, where does she come from? Latvia?
Netherlands, there's Frankfurt.
There's Frankfurt, but there was one girl that, she came from Nivea or something like that, I forgot where she come from. Navia, something like that. She met her boyfriend in Wave Gothic Triffin. It was through one of our friends, Marcus, who is one of the gayest men you ever seen. But the story was...
Is he the guy with the little short mohawk?
Yeah,
yes.
Sweet. He is really sweet. But he was telling her, you need to get laid. And then she was like, what do you think about that guy? And then she was like, oh, I don't know, there's a girl with him. So he bought a shot of vodka and give it to her and was like, drink it and go talk to them. So she went and talked to the girl, and then the girl is bisexual. So the girl was like, oh, awesome, there's a pretty girl talking to me. And then she, the introduction and all this stuff. And then afterwards, she finally asked, are you guys together? Pointing at the girl and the guy. And she was like, oh, no. And then at that point, that girl was like, oh, okay, see you. I'm going to go talk to him. So they have been together for 5 months now. It's ever since WGT. I was like, it was a good story. Small world.
And a good bulk of my friends in America. So Tony, Juliet, Brian, a couple friends from New York, a couple people in DC. They've all gone to DJ Vlad. They all have gone to Gothic Triffin before,
and then
a ton of time.
do you remember Norris?
Who?
Norris, he's the Mohawk guy.
Big Mohawk?
Big Mohawk.
Oh, he is butt.
Norris is ridiculous. He has so many Triffin bracelets.
He had so many Triffin bracelets that they were down to a few strings. He did not remember which one was which, but he wore them to the bone. And he just kept wearing them. And that is devotion, my friend. That is devotion, and I wish I had. I'd probably be the same way. I probably wouldn't want to take my Triffin bracelet off.
No.
Unless I had to, but I would cut it in a way where I wouldn't lose it. I could keep.
I don't think I can ever cut a Triffin bracelet.
They're really comfortable. They're ribbon, so they're really soft. So it's not like they're plastic like these things are. This cheap excuse is good, but even our kinetic bracelets lasted us longer.
Well, those are plastic. The kinetic one was. But yeah, I have people who ask me, you should come work in Germany. I'm like, I don't speak a word of German.
I was like, hey, research is all in English.
I'm like, wow, that's really tempting.
Wouldn't hurt.
I just thought there was, and every one of them is
get paid better.
probably. I met a guy from Frankfurt. He is a PhD economics student.
That guy, he does not look like he's getting his PhD. Isn't
No.
that the darndest thing? Everyone that's getting their PhD does not look like they're getting their PhD. So us degenerate-looking people apparently are, building the blocks for your future. So, that's why sometimes I take intense offense to people making fun of, people like us, where you guys are up to no good and everything. Like, say that to my PhD. Go right ahead. It's not easy getting a PhD and having to deal with a 600-page dissertation. So, my balls. Go right ahead and lick away.
It was really funny too, because when I talked to him, it's like I asked the forbidden question because I told him I have it, so I am okay to ask. You will never ever ask a PhD student when will you have finished.
Ooh.
It is a forbidden question because there is no way any one of us can answer. So he told me 2 years. I'm like, okay, I heard that before, because I said 2 years 6 years ago. So every time my mom asks me, oh, when are you going to get done? 2 years, 2 years, and then 2 more years. And then when you start saying 1.5, then you know you're starting getting somewhere.
1.5 translates into 3.
Yep, more or less.
So that daggone dissertation, that's what kills you. You might have to do that 2 or 3 times.
Yeah. I do not want to write another dissertation.
How
Okay.
much longer do we have to wait until our flight?
40 minutes.
This is where I'm gonna take a nap. And I've noticed that right after we're done, after every time we've traveled and every time we come back, we always find random zits in our face. Everything. Gary has one right here.
Oh
In the
no.
middle of his face. It's okay. You can see a couple of them here. We're stressed out.
Well, yeah.
Ready for sleep. And it's only 8ish in the morning.
Say good night.
Good up and
Logging off now.